The red zone is for loading and unloading of freight parcels only.
Come on, boss. Pick up the pace. We're almost to the office. But I still don't like the look of this place or these people. I don't like how they crowd around in the open galleries. And I don't like how close they crowd in the tunnels.
Luna City Transport 31, the Cinder Bucket, now boarding on track 3 for Solar Fields, East Prosperity Dome, New Kankakee, Joyette, and oddly enough, Havana, Cuba.
You! Peace off! Keep walking, punk. Sorry, boss. Yeah, act professional. I still don't like when they get too close. Some idiot with no sense is gonna walk too close to you and he's gonna end up as wallpaper. Okay, just around this corner. Let me check first. Okay, go. I'm right behind you, boss.
Felicity Jenkins, please come to the security office. Green Station, level 3. We have found your parents. Felicity Jenkins, please come to the security office. Green Station, level 3.
Here we are. Utility access. Authorized personnel only. That's our entrance. Nobody's in sight. Okay, boss, in you go. Hurry up. Finally. I really don't like taking you out in public, boss. Especially here on the moon where everything's tunnels and galleries and the occasional big dome. Too many people. Too close. Can't help it, boss. You pay me to keep you safe, so that's what I do. I hate this part of your security setup, boss. You know that, right? Yeah, I get it. Doesn't mean I have to like it.
We don't want any.
I ain't selling any.
Who sent you?
My boss, who sent you?
My boss. How many pins can dance on the head of an angel?
Be not afraid. What does the fox say?
Wilkes and Liberty. Come on in, you two.
Good morning, boss. Welcome back. Did you enjoy your business meeting? Good to hear. Good morning to you as well, Luca. You're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed today. Never mind then. Boss, I have your updated meeting schedule for the next several days, which Iris can access as soon as you connect her to your office terminal again. Also, Reynolds called for you earlier. Says he needs to meet with you as soon as possible. He seemed to think it was a fairly urgent matter. Yes, boss. I'll tell him to make his way here. I get the impression he's in the area.
Sure thing, boss. You want me to wait for him out here? Oh, in your office? Sure.
Connected to office network, synchronizing with local information hubs. Updating. Affirmative, boss. Activating electronic security measures. Security screens activated.
What kind of job? Don't involve me leaving you unsupervised for too long, does it? Oh, I get it. You want me to go rough somebody up? I guess I can manage that, if it's not really a public job and I ain't gone for too long. Please tell me it's not a public job. People are gonna know it was you. I mean, they'll know it was me, but the people who'd hear about it will know I work for you. I stick out like an 8-foot tall green thumb, boss. So it's not public? You just need somebody knocked around?
Boss, Mr. Reynolds is just now accessing the outer door. He'll be with you in just a few minutes. Sure thing, boss.
Should we maybe pick this up again after Reynolds says his bit, boss? I agree, boss. Best we have time to talk it over real good, without interruptions. Speaking of which, you ain't got any meetings for the next hour or two, do ya? Just in case Reynolds has got a lot to say, you know.
One moment, boss. You have no scheduled meetings until 1400 hours, Lunar Standard Time.
That ought to be plenty of time for Reynolds to speak his piece, and for you to tell me about whoever's gonna need to get their kneecaps rearranged. No broken kneecaps, check. You just want me to lean on him a bit and scare the bejabbers out of him? Scary's good. I can do scary. Maybe I might even smile at him. Let him get a good close view of my tusks.
Incoming message, boss. Audio only. Priority level green. Shall I summarize or read it verbatim? Message summary. The head of the Kepler Crater Brewers Association wishes to thank you for your recent efforts on behalf of his organization. He also wishes to present to you with 6 exclusive full-access passes to the Dread Pirate Robots performance taking place tomorrow evening in Tranquility Bay. The passes are set to be delivered by private runner to your usual drop-off location. End of summary.
Boss, are you serious? You're gonna go see the concert? I didn't know you were a fan of the Dread Pirate Robots. I mean, I know it's a public venue and all. Not that anyone in their right mind would try anything in a place that public. So you ought to be safe enough. Boss, I kinda want to go now. Oh, bog yeah, doesn't everybody? The Dread Pirate Robots have been touring and making music for the better part of 2 centuries. They're the most famous band in history. I would punch somebody in front of their own puppy dog just for a chance to see the Robots in concert again. And now they're doing a show, right here on Luna. Boss, you are the very best. I ain't gonna be able to sleep before the concert.
Boss, we have a serious problem. Someone's coming for you. I just got word of it this morning. Private connections, down Earth side. It's a little informal, but reliable. There's a hit contract out on you, boss.
Just give me a picture and a name, Reynolds, and I'll demonetize them so fast.
This might be out of your league, Luca. Boss, you remember that big business convention you went to a few years ago, down in Miami? Yeah, the one at the floating resort hotel. You remember that nut job who attacked you while we were leaving?
Do you mean that psycho who threw an alligator at me and then tried to stab murder the boss with a banana? I thought they sent that lunatic to the salt mines.
Initially, yes. But we all know how the penal system works down there. Boss, that lunatic is now Florida Man the 27th, Mayor of Miami and Right Sovereign of the Sunshine Archipelago, head of state of a small but not insignificant government with a surprising pool of resources at their disposal. And Florida Man the 27th wants you unalived.
What the bunk? I've heard stories about Florida Man. Really wild stuff. Like absolute bug-shite bonkers. I always knew that Sunshine Archipelago was a weird place, but damn.
Yeah. You see the problem, boss. Actually, no. I wish that were the case. Because on their own, Florida Man would be easy enough for Luca to take down. No, I'm afraid it's worse than that. Florida Man has hired a private contractor, and that is who is coming after you.
Well, who was it already?
My source didn't give a name, only that it was from the Lake Ebony security concern. Very expensive, very effective, very professional.
Oh, crapples.
Well, boss, here's what I do know. This hired assassin will be arriving on Luna in a couple of hours via the regular transport shuttle. They know you have a main office in downtown Luna City, and they know you have this private office somewhere in the suburb tunnels, but not the precise location. They know about me, and they know about Luca. Boss, there's a very serious chance they could find this place and probably get in. And you need to not be here when that happens. We need to get you out of here and off the moon.
How are we gonna do that?
I have a plan. Boss, have you got any pressing social engagements in the next few days? Dread Pirate Robots concert tomorrow, eh? That sounds fun. I'm afraid you'll have to miss it. Oh, we'll make it look like you're going. Once we get you out of here, Luca and your secretary and I can tinker with your itinerary and get things set up so that anyone trying to track you by public channels will think you're heading for... Where is the concert to be held? Tranquility Bay. We can work with that. But as for getting you safely off the moon, we'll use that secret bolt hole of yours.
Wait, secret what? Bolt what?
Something the boss and I cooked up on the side, Luca. A sort of a secret exit out of the office. A hidden tunnel that goes from the office bathroom, underneath the main office, and right the hell on out of here. You ever thought about how close this site is to the Farmers Association Transport Rail Launcher Complex, Luca?
No.
Okay, so, the escape tunnel leads out of here and runs about 500 meters, with some unnecessary pressure doors and sharp turns every 100 meters or so, and it comes out in a storage chamber right next to the loading floor of the main rail launcher. The place is mostly automated, but it is under pressure, and we can move around in there unseen if we're careful. Right next to the rail launch head, there's a bunch of transport tubes that bring loaded cargo capsules to the launcher. Mostly they hold farm crops and processed foodstuffs, cargo loads for launching to the assorted cislunar orbital habitats, and in a special storage nook right next to the launcher is a dummy cargo pod. Ostensibly it's there as reserve equipment, but it's also been marked as out of order ever since we got it installed, and nobody ever checks up on it. It's actually an escape capsule, specially built to hold one person, with all the necessary life support systems, food and water, sensor suite, encrypted comm system, the whole 9 yards, and a cryosleep capsule.
Ugh, cryosleep. I used to have nightmares about it. Never want to try it.
You won't have to. Not this adventure, anyway. Boss, I checked the launcher schedule for the next 12 hours. I think we can get you to the capsule, get you all buttoned up, get Iris plugged in and connected to the launch programmer in time to get the dummy capsule on the launch sequence for Gateway Station.
What about you, Reynolds? What about me? Aren't we going too?
Nope. We're staying behind to do the diversion work, remember? It's our job to make it look like the boss is still tooling about in Luna City, and then heading over to Tranquility Bay for that concert tomorrow night. Meanwhile, boss, you'll be making a long orbit out to Gateway Station, looking for all the world like another cargo pod loaded with wheat and potatoes. We have some contacts on Gateway. Iris will contact them when your pod is making final approach, and they'll get you sorted out. You can lay low there for a while until I get some more leads on this Ebony Lake assassin, and we can move assets to get rid of them.
How much time do we have before we need to get moving?
Best we get moving now. Boss, have you got a current update of all your information systems loaded to Iris? Good. Unplug her and bring her along. Let's get moving.
Attention all railhead personnel. The railhead is being cleared for the next launch salvo. All non-essential personnel, clear the loading area.
Luca, keep an eye on that corridor and make sure nobody comes waltzing this way.
Sure thing.
Okay, boss. You're the one with the passcodes. Do the thing, if you please.
Transmitting security access codes.
Hop in and get comfy, boss. All set? Good. There's a panel just to the right of the door frame. You should be able to reach out and touch it. That will close the door. See you around, boss.
Integration with rail launch and program systems. Successful. Launching schedule updated. Your capsule has been added to the launch queue for Gateway Station, boss. Estimated time until capsule launch, 2 minutes. Integrating with internal systems. Life support systems online. Communication systems online. Secondary internal systems online. Would you like to listen to some music to help you relax, boss? One moment.
boss?
Boy, this is kinda awkward.
Yeah, about that. I've got some bad news. And this is nothing against you. Nothing personal. We kinda sold you out, boss.
Nothing personal, boss. The money was just too good.
The story we told you about Florida Man was partially true. Only, there was no assassin. Just a professional politico doing the bidding of the Sunshine Archipelago sovereign. He made contact with us a few days ago, offered us a very reasonable sum, and told us what he'd been instructed to do.
So we worked it out, and well, you're not headed for Gateway Station, boss.
We rigged an info virus into your office database to infect Iris the next time you connected her to the network. The launch information she fed to the launcher was flawed. Your capsule is on a long, slow orbital path. Probably end up somewhere out around Neptune in, say, 5 years or so. And then someone will probably pick you up on a scan and take you in just to see what they've found. The Politico says this is perfectly within the letter of what Florida Man the 27th instructed him to do. I believe he said that the phrases out of the way and throw the blankety blank out into space were uttered.
At least you're still alive, boss. Your capsule's got a cryotube, so you can just go to sleep until someone finds you. By the time they do, me and Reynolds will be long gone, of course. The kind of money we got out of this deal is the kind that lets people disappear. No hard feelings, right?
Think of it this way, boss. By the time you have even a slim chance of getting back to Earth or the Moon, the current Florida Man will likely be long dead, probably from doing something insanely stupid and weird, like most of his predecessors in office. And if not, he'll probably have forgotten all about you. Oh, and if it makes you feel any better, boss, we have set things up so that your financial affairs are being very quietly seen to. If you ever make it back to Luna City, I think you'll find your money has been well invested and maintained.
But we are going to make use of those concert passes the Brewers Association guy sent you. I haven't seen the Dread Pirate Robots in concert since I was a kid.
So, yeah. We're really sorry it ended up this way, boss. But it could have ended a lot worse, and this way everyone comes out ahead, right? But we really shouldn't stretch this out any longer. You've probably got a long nap ahead of you, and Luca and I have some financial business to attend to, and then a concert to attend before we disappear into the ether. Again, nothing personal. Best of luck to you, boss.
Don't try to find us, boss. Try not to think badly of us. Everyone's gotta do what they can to get by. Safe travels.
End transmission. God, I feel like such a creep right now. Okay, Mr. Politico. Any other details to cover before we go? Only one. Greetings, boss. I am a duly appointed agent of the Sunshine Archipelago, acting under the orders and aegis of His Excellency the Mayor, Florida Man the 27th. As you may have guessed by the sounds, your subordinates are now deceased. Quickly and relatively without pain, I might add. Shellfish toxin flechette rounds. Deadly in the extreme. It is by the will of His Excellency that I have done this thing, and likewise that I have caused your own person to be launched into the vacuum of space. Your personal AI has been compromised, as your subordinate Reynolds informed you. It has indeed altered your flight path from the ostensible destination of Gateway Station. However, your intended flight path has been deviated somewhat from what you have been told. You will not wind up, as Reynolds stated, probably somewhere out around Neptune. Your launch trajectory was altered, and your launch velocity increased to carry you just past the Earth. You will pass directly over the magnificent Sunshine Archipelago, in fact, before being flung at great speed out into the far reaches of the solar system and beyond. I am aware that your escape capsule contains a cryogenic hibernation unit. You might consider activating it, thus escaping for a time the madness that must already be germinating within your mind. You are alone now. Completely alone. For even your personal AI will presently begin to degrade to a functional but non-verbal state, courtesy of the cascading effects of the compromising virus. It is highly unlikely that any spacefaring vehicle will cross your path as you are hurled out into the great beyond. And I am left to wonder just how long your small capsule's power systems will be able to support even the modest requirements of a cryosleep chamber. This is something you should consider. Consider also the imprudence of inciting the ire and wrath of the mighty. His Excellency, Florida Man the 27th, sends his regards. End transmission.
Audio transmission terminated. Unable to comply. Communications equipment has been rendered inoperative. Unable to comply. Capsule guidance equipment has been rendered inoperative. Unable to comply. Secondary internal systems have been rendered inoperative. Cryogenic hibernation controls have been transferred to manual operation mode. Unable